All right, Shalom. Back out here again, round two to the spirit by grace and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua on this May the 20th, May the 21st, Tuesday afternoon. Wadi Yahweh Shemel Shah for giving us an increasing opportunity, chance to come out here to do so. Lifting up the names of Yahweh Yahushua and rock thumb to the elders of Akim Akbar once again. And I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Ash, and the Heavenly Father. The true names of Yahweh. So we got the Son, Bahashem, and the name of Mashiach, Yahushua. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the last one, the whole tongue. And I say shalom to the elders, Akim Akbar, and I say shalom. Once again, back out here again on the Highways and Hedges, the Chief Racing Concourse, round two, on this May the 21st, 2024, on this Tuesday afternoon. Wadi Hava Shemel Shah once again for giving us an opportunity chance to do so. And lifting up the names of Yahweh Yahushua and Barak Thumb to the elders, Akim Akbar, and I say shalom. And this is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure out the time diligently in yourself, and thou seest the parts of the signs past, which I have told thee before. Right, so we're measuring the time diligently in itself, watching out for these increasing biblical signs that we're seeing now so more than ever. These increasing prophecies that's about to be fulfilled. We start to see those taking full effect now so more than ever as we're entering into those times. That's why we're measuring the time diligently in itself, having that increasing spiritual discernment in what times that we're living in, sounding a long blowing trumpet as being the service and prophets of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh power. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 2. Now, 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 2, it says, then thou shalt understand it is a very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right, so the Heavenly Father is going to continue to visit this earth now so more than ever which he made. Because you had a 4.4 magnitude of an earthquake over there in suburban Naples of Italy. They said this is their largest earthquake in a very long time. You know, and as we're entering in these times, the Heavenly Father going to visit this earth now so more than ever. Hey, you're going to see where places around the world that you haven't seen an earthquake haven't touched in a type of country and type of area around the planet Earth haven't been hit a very long time or never actually been ever hit by an earthquake or a tornado or flooding or a famine or pests and plagues. We're going to be seeing this more and more these times. Increasing of a high magnitude of these earthquakes in diverse places. The tornadoes, the earthquakes, the landslides, floodings, famines, pests, and plagues. That's just a prime example. And that's a sign right there that the Heavenly Father is ultimately going to visit this earth now so much ever. So it has nothing to do with climate change, Mother Nature, or the heart machine. It has something to do with the Heavenly Father, the true Creator, which is Yahweh of Israel, going to ultimately visit this earth now so more than ever. You know, like I just mentioned before. 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 3. It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars in the world. Right, just like that 4.4 magnitude of an earthquake over there in the suburbs of Italy. The largest earthquake in a very long time. And I believe it had activated a volcano eruption as well, too, if I'm not mistaken. Because you had like 500,000 people had to evacuate of that area, you know. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes, uproars in the world. Increasing of these earthquakes and uproars in the world. Because these are the signs of the times that we are in. So we're going to see more and more of these signs take full effect in the world today. It's going to be manifest. It's going to show forth now so more than ever. 2nd Ezra verse 4. Then thou shalt understand that the Most High I will spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Right, from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, we take heed to it as being prophets of the Heavenly Father. He told us these signs is going to occur at these times. That's why we're taking heed to them. 2nd Ezra verse 5. But like all that is made in the world had a beginning and an end is manifested. Right, so the beginning of the end and the ends being manifested. We're going to see that more and more now, so more than ever. 2nd Ezra verse 6. It says, even so in times also the highest which shall have plain beginnings, and wonder and powerful works and ending effects and signs. Right, powerful works and ending effects and signs is going to increase in these times, you know, by the Heavenly Father, Yahweh power. 2nd Ezra verse 7. And everyone should be saved, should be able to escape by his works, and by faith will you have to do it. 2nd Ezra verse 8. It says, shall be preserved from said purpose, and shall see my salvation in my land within my borders, for I have sanctified them from the beginning. 2nd Ezra verse 9. Then shall they be with edification which they have abused my ways, and have cast them away despitefully shall the well torment. 2nd Ezra verse 10. For such as in that life they have received benefits they have not known, right, the Heavenly Father. 2nd Ezra verse 11. They that have followed my law are the law, statutes, and commandments of the heavenly Father, the God of Israel, while they have yet liberty still to this day, as a place of repentance still open to this day, was open unto them, understood not for the spiders. Second Edges 9, verse 12, it says the same was stored after that by man. Second Edges 9, verse 13, and therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, from whom the world is, from whom the world is created. This is Second Edges chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou of the ears of my people, like the Israelites, and having put the words in our mouth as being his service and prophets. These are modern day times, just like the prophets of old as well too. Second Edges 15, verse 1. It said, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecies which I put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh thy power. Second Edges 15, verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and truth. Second Edges 15, verse 3. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. Second Edges 15, verse 4. For all the unfaithful should die in their unfaithfulness. Second Edges 15, verse 5. It says, Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh, and I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Second Edges 15, verse 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. Second Edges 15, verse 7. Therefore saith the Lord Yahweh, verse 8. And I will hold my tongue no more as they are touching their wickedness, what they profanely commit. Neither I will suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and the righteous blood cry to me, and the souls of the just complain continuously. Right still to this day. Second Edges 15, verse 9. And therefore said the Lord Yahweh, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Second Edges 15, verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, and I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt. Right? This is a modern day Egypt, just like ancient Egypt. Second Edges 15, verse 11. But I will bring them out with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. It's my Egypt with plagues as before, and I will destroy all the lands thereof. Second Ezra 15, verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon them. Second Edges 15, verse 13. They that took the ground shall mourn, for the sea shall fail through the blasting of hail and with the fearful consolation. Second Edges 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Second Edges 15, verse 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people should stand up and fight against another with swords and spears, like as modern day swords and weapons. Second Edges 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their princes, because of their actions to stand in power. Second Edges 15, verse 17. A man should desire to go into the city and should not be able to. Right, so it's going to be a time where a man should decide to go into a city and he should not be able to. And these are the times we're entering into. Second Edges 15, verse 18. It says, For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. Second Edges 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. Right, because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. A man should have no pity upon his neighbor, which we're seeing right now, so it's only going to increase, and it's going to come out all in full effect, especially the time we're about to enter into, famine and word, the time of Jacob's trouble, the great perilous times, So a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. He shall spoil their house with the sword and destroy their goods because of the lack of bread. Because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. These are the times we're about to enter into. Because the scripture says, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So we're going to be seeing that ramping up more and more these times as we get into the great insurrection once that comes into full effect as well too. So a man should have no pity upon his neighbor, shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. These are the times we're about to enter into. We're seeing it more and more clear as day. So we're going to come into full effect of it. Read that again. This is Second Edges 15, verse 19. A man should have no pity upon his neighbor, but should destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and great tribulation. And this is the prophet Isaiah 19, verse 1. It says, The burden of Egypt, behold, the Lord Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. Isaiah 19, verse 2. And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptian, and they shall fight every one against his brother, every one against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. Right, modern day Egyptian against their modern day Egyptian. everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. Because the scripture says, think not that I come to send peace on earth. I tell you, neighbor, we're at division. And Heavenly Father is that ultimate great division. He's the ultimate person that brings the great divisions amongst the nations, and he's the top of he's the top on that list to do so, because he's in control of everything, just like it says in Isaiah 55 verse 11. The words of the Heavenly Father doesn't go on void, and it accomplishes that which pleases him. So these prophecies doesn't go on void. These biblical signs doesn't go on void. So you can't stop the biblical signs. You can't stop the prophecies that's about to come to pass and be fulfilled. So we're going to be entering closer and closer, more and more into those times. But as I was reading Isaiah 19 verse 1 through verse 2, that's going to come into full effect. And this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time of every purpose under heaven. Right, for there is times and seasons and every purpose under heaven. As we see in these increasing of these wars, evils, and the pestilence, and it's only going to continue to increase. This is Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 2. And a time to be born, and a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, verse 3. And a time to kill, and a time to HATE, and a time to break down, and a time to build up. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 4, and a time to weep, and a time to laugh, and a time to mourn, and a time to dance. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 5, and a time to cast away stones, and a time to gather stones together, and a time to embrace, and a time to refrain from embracing. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 6, and a time to get, and a time to lose, and a time to keep, and a time to pass away. Hey, shout out to that brother Yahweh, when the prophets on the scene just come in between and never fail. Shout out to that brother Yahweh. Ecclesiastes 3, verse 7. And a time to reign, and a time to sow, and a time to preside, and a time to speak. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 8. And a time to love, and a time to HATE, and a time to war. So that shows you that, we're living in a time of war, and we're living in a time of HATE as well too. So it's only going to ramp up, because we are definitely in those times. This is the prophet Jeremiah 28 verse 8. Yeah, this is the prophet Jeremiah 28 verse 8. It says, the prophets that have been before thee and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and the pestilence. Right, so we're going to continue to see the increasing of the wars, evils, and the pestilence. This is what we are here prophesying about these modern day times, just like our great forefathers was. They was prophesying against great countries and great kingdoms of war, evil, and the pestilence. These wars, evils, and the pestilence is only going to continue to increase. We're going to see it more and more show forth in these times. It's going to manifest increasingly more and more. This is the prophet Jeremiah 28 verse 9. It said, the prophet which prophesied of peace. It says, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord Yahweh has truly sent. And this is the prophet Ezekiel 33 and verse 33. This is the prophet Ezekiel 33 and verse 33. It said, and when this cometh to pass, and lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet has been among them. So once all these increasing biblical signs come into full effect, and these increasing prophecies that's about to be fulfilled to come to pass, so once all these come to pass and be fulfilled, and once it comes into full effect, then they shall know that I was a prophet among them. It's like it was in ancient times of our great forefathers. They was prophesying of these very important matters of war, evil, and pestilence. And that's what we're doing in modern day times. Then they shall know that I was a prophet among them. This is the book of Amos 8 verse 11. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in a land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but the hearing of the words of the Lord Yahweh. Right, because there's going to be a famine of word for lack of bread, for lack of water, but hearing of the words of the Lord Yahweh, thy power, by his servants and prophets, like it was in ancient times. You're going to see this in modern day times, So that famine of word is approaching as we approaching those times. Amos 8 verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, even to the north, even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the words of the Lord Yahweh, and shall not find it. Amos 8 verse 13, and that day it says, in that day shall a fair virgins of young men faint for thirst. And this is the book of Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, and I will stand upon my watch and set upon the tower when I will watch to see, where I shall say unto thee, when I
time shall answer my reproof. Habakkuk 2 and verse 2, the Lord Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision, make the plan upon the table, and he be upon the reading. Habakkuk 2 and verse 3, it says the vision. Habakkuk 2 and verse 3, it says the vision is yet for the appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. Not lying to every way for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry.
Right, so the vision is yet for the point in time, but at the end it shall speak. Not tarry. Wait for it because it will surely come and it will not tarry. So the biblical signs, we're going to see it more and more and more. The prophecies that's about to be fulfilled, we're going to see that more and more and more because these are the times that we're living in. So the vision is yet for the point in time, but at the end it shall speak. So definitely the end is speaking by the prophecies that's about to be fulfilled coming past, the increasing biblical signs. The end is speaking. That's what we're seeing. So the writings on the wall, it's like ancient times, now with modern day times.
This is the prophet Daniel. This is Daniel 12 verse 1. Daniel 12 verse 1, it says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, was standing for the children of thy people, right, the Israelites. And there shall be there shall be a time of trouble such as never was, since there was a nation. Even to the same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, like the Israelites, Judah and Jerusalem, just like in ancient times now, modern day times. And everyone shall be found written in the book, like the Israelites. Daniel 12 verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, some to ever shame, and to everlasting contempt. This is Daniel 12 verse 3. And they that be wise shall shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they that turn many to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. The prophet Daniel 12 verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shalt the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Right, so many shall run to and fro, knowledge definitely shall be increased in these times.
And this is the prophet Jeremiah. You got the prophet Jeremiah 30 verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord Yahweh, saying, Jeremiah 30 verse 2, it said, thus speaketh the words of the Lord Yahweh of Israel, saying, write all these words. It said, write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in the book. Jeremiah 30 verse 3. It says, for lo, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, saith the Lord Yahweh, and I will cause them to return to the land which I give to their fathers, and they shall possess it. Jeremiah 30 verse 4. And these are the words that the Lord Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. This is the prophet Jeremiah 30 verse 4. It says, these are the words that the Lord Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. Jeremiah 30 verse 5, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling and of fear, if not of peace. Jeremiah 30 verse 6, ask ye now, see whether a man does travail with child, wherefore do I see every man his hands on his loins, as a woman travail, and all the faces are turned into pillars. The prophet Jeremiah 30 verse 7, at last for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the same time, the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Not on the right side that will be saved out of it during the times we're about to entering into the time of Jacob's trouble.
And this is the prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 1. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, and against them that dwell in the midst of them that raise up against me, a destroying wind. Jeremiah 51 verse 2. And I will send unto Babylon's fanners that shall fend her, shall enter her land, for in the day of trouble shall be against her round about. Jeremiah 51 verse 3. That is against him that bendeth the arch bent his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his rising. Spare ye not her young men, destroy ye other all her hosts. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 4. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of Chaldees, and they that are thrust out in her streets. Jeremiah 51 verse 5. Israel has not been forsaken, Judah, or the Lord Yahweh in his power. It says, though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel. Jeremiah 51 verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man's soul, be not cut off of her iniquity. But this is the time the Lord Yahweh hath vengeance, he will bring them unto her in recompense, like that modern recompense. Jeremiah 51 verse 7. It says, behold, Salakia, Babylon has been a golden cup of the Lord Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken, right, still to this day, because this is a modern day Tower of Babel, just like ancient times. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad, right, still to this day. Jeremiah 51 verse 8, Babylon is suddenly fall and destroy, however, or take on from pain, is so that she may be healed.
Right, for there's no healing for modern day Babylon. Just like it wasn't no healing for ancient Babylon, there's no healing for modern day Babylon the Great. That shows you that there's no new thing under the sun.
This is Jeremiah 51 verse 9. Who would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. And said to her, let us go at once to his own country, for her judgments reach up to heavens, and is lifted up into the skies. Jeremiah 51 verse 10. The Lord Yahweh has brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion, in the work of the Lord Yahweh thy power. Jeremiah 51 verse 11. Make bright the arrows and gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh has raised up the spirit of the kings of these, which is the Russians, for his device.
Because I believe I just did a lesson on it. I believe it's uploaded right now. You had Russia just recently announced the nuclear exercise drills, which they're doing underway right now as we speak. Because the time zones are kind of different from the United States in comparison to Russia. They recently did a nuclear necessary exercise drills, and I believe it's going to be deployment of more nuclear weapons and nuclear capability as well too. Hey, shout out to that buddy Howard when the prophets on the scene just come between and never fails. Shout out to that buddy Howard. So yeah, back to what I was saying was, Russia was underway this nuclear exercise drill. They were sending that warning to the Western countries, to while the Russia-Ukraine situation is going on. They sending that warning to the NATO countries. I mean, the NATO's of their allies of them and the United States and the Western countries. They sending that warning to them. That's why it says in Isaiah 13 verse 17, I will stir up the meats against them, and as for silver and gold, they should not delight in it, as I reference that scripture.
This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 11. Make bright the arrows, write those arrows, those missiles, and gather the shields. The Lord Yahweh has raised up the spirit of the kings of the heathens, brought the Russians, for his device against Babylon to destroy you, because it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh and the vengeance of his temple.
Just like it was in ancient times, in ancient Babylon, now in modern day Babylon as well too.
Jeremiah 51 and verse 12. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make watch strong, set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes, for the Lord Yahweh has both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. Right, just like the ancient inhabitants of Babylon, now the modern inhabitants of Babylon as well too. Jeremiah 51 verse 13. Hold out the well upon many waters, and upon the treasure thy end is come, in the measure of thy covetousness. Prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 14. The Lord Yahweh of hosts has sworn by himself, saying, surely I will fill thee with men as a with caterpillar, they shall lift up a shout against thee. Jeremiah 51 verse 15, he hath made the earth by his power, he hath established the world by his wisdom, he hath stretched out the heaven by his understanding. Jeremiah 51 verse 16, when he uttered his voice, there is a multitude of waters in the heavens, and he causeth the vapors to ascend from the ends of the earth, and he make lightning with rain, he bringeth forth the wind out of his treasure. Jeremiah 51 verse 17. Every man is bruised by his knowledge, and every founder is confounded by the graven image. For his mortal image is falsehood, there is no breath in them. Jeremiah 51 verse 18. They are vanity and the works of ever, in the time of their visitations they shall perish. The prophet Jeremiah 51 verse 19, the portion of Jacob is not like him, for he is the former of all things, and Israel is the pride of his inheritance. And the Lord, and the Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name, Salah. Jeremiah 51 verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. With thee I will break in pieces the nations, and with thee I will destroy kingdoms. Jeremiah 51 verse 21. It says, with thee I will break in pieces in the horse and his rider, and with thee I will break in pieces the chariot and his rider. Jeremiah 51 verse 22. I will also break in pieces the man and woman, and with thee I will break in pieces the old and young, and with thee I will break in pieces the young man and the maid. Jeremiah 51 verse 23. I will also break in pieces the shepherd and his flock, and with thee I will break in pieces the husbandman and his yokes and oxen, and with thee I will break in pieces the captains of rulers. Jeremiah 51 verse 24. Jeremiah 51 verse 24. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all that evil that they have done in Zion. In your sight, saith the Lord Yahweh. Jeremiah 51 verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain. Saith the Lord Yahweh, was destroyer of all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee, and I will roll thee down from the rocks, and I will make thee a burnt mountain. Jeremiah 51 verse 26. And they shall take not of thee a stone from the corner, nor a stone from the foundation. Thou shalt be desolate forever, saith the Lord Yahweh. Jeremiah 51 verse 27. It says, set up the standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations. Prepare the nations against her, causing together against her the kingdom of Azarah, Mini, and Askenaz, and pointing a captain against her, causing the horses to come up as a rough caterpillar. Jeremiah 51 verse 28. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of Medes, and the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the lands of his dominion. Jeremiah 51 verse 29. It says, and the land shall tremble with sorrow for every purpose of the Lord Yahweh shall be performed against the Babylon, to make the land Babylon a desolation without habitations. Jeremiah 51 verse 30. It says, thy mighty men of Babylon. Jeremiah 51 verse 30. The mighty men of Babylon has forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might has failed. They become as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Our bars are broken.
Right, so we're going to continue to be in the spirit of chatting down modern day Babylon the Great, just like the prophets of old did. Now you see it in modern day times, Hey, once again, there's no new thing in the sun. So the Heavenly Father's going to continue to put the spirit out there, to put the spirit on the nations to go against modern day Babylon, because they've been drunken off the ways of Babylon and still to this day. So that's what we're seeing the increasing of the Heavenly Father putting the spirit out there and showing us the signs, showing it right in front of our face that modern day Babylon is falling. We're going to continue to see it consistently fall. It's only going to be on a modern day decline in a modern day fall as well too, and that's what we're seeing. That's why we're going to continue to chant down modern day Babylon the Great as the Heavenly Father continue to put the spirit on us as being His servants and prophets in these modern day times and the signs and times that we're in.
And this is the prophet Isaiah 11 verse 10. It says, in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for the ensign of the people, and it shall Gentiles see, and his rest shall be glorious. The prophet Isaiah 11 verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall set his hand again.
Hey, shout out to that brother Yahweh that when the prophets on the scene, just become between and never fails. I'm gonna wait for this to go past.
My apologies, Salaki. I'm gonna just go ahead and go to Joel, the third chapter. Then I'm getting to that Isaiah. Yeah, this is the prophet Isaiah. The prophet Joel, 3 and verse 1. It said, for behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Joel 3 and verse 2. And I will gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and Habashaphat, which we're seeing right now is in progress. It says, and I will plead with them for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and part of my land, right, still to this day. Joel 3 verse 3, they have cast lot for my people, right, the Israelites, Judah and Jerusalem. They have cast lot for my people. They have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine, right, trade for mustard and wine. Joel 3 verse 4, yeah, what have you to do with me, O Tyre and Sidon? Right, those Hamitic nations. And all the coast of Palestine, so definitely those Ishmaelites. Will you render me a recompense? If you recompense me swiftly and speedily, and I will turn your recompense upon your head. Joel 3 verse 5, because you have taken my silver and my gold, like the Israelites, the apple of the Lord's eye. They have carried them into your temple, my filthy present things. The prophet Joel 3 verse 6, it says, the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye so unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Right, still to this day. Joel 3 verse 7, behold, I will raise them up out of the place we passed over. I will turn your recompense upon your head. Joel 3 verse 8, it says, and I will send your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall set them to the Samaritans to put them far off from the Lord your house has spoken. Joel chapter 3 verse 9, proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, and let them come up.
Right, that's what we are seeing. The Russia-Ukraine situation, that's intensifying. NATO versus Russia, that's intensifying. What's going on over there in the South China Sea. China versus Taiwan, that's intensifying. What's going on over there in the Korean Peninsula. North Korea versus South Korea, Japan, the United States, that's intensifying. What's going on over there in the disputed territorial islands. China versus the Philippines. That's increasing. And the United States, they're gonna have to get involved in that as well too. those nuclear escalations, nations rising up against one another, that's only going to continue to increase. In the nuclear escalations throughout Western Asia between the different nations of armies and these increasing proxy wars, that's only going to increase and intensify. As I brought out the Joel 3 verse 9, that's in full progress as we speak. As we're seeing the nuclear escalations is ramping up at an all-time high. It's only going to increase. It's going to manifest. It's going to show forth military exercise drills. As I mentioned, that nuclear exercise drill, Russia just recently announced they got that underway. And then you had Belarus recently just did a nuclear missile test once Russia deployed their nuclear capability over there, once it was formally announced. As that day later, Belarus recently did their military exercise drills. So that shows you what the mindset of the armies of the nations that they are in. So they are in that warlike mindset. As I mentioned, that Joel 3 verse 9.
This is the prophet Joel, chapter 3, verse 10. It says, beat your plowshares and your swords and honey hooks into spears, and let the weak say I'm strong.
Right, so the armies of these nations, they're going to continue building up their nuclear capability. You're going to see it more and more and more. We're seeing it more evident right now as we're speaking in these modern day times. As the days progress on, we're going to see more and more and more the Heavenly Father put the spirit on these armies of nations that you wouldn't expect to have that good, solid, decent nuclear capability. Now they're building up their nuclear capability. Now they have more confidence in their nuclear capability to build up more and more and more, to rise up against their adversaries, the big bully, that been targeting for a very long time. Now we're starting to see that we say I'm strong, and it's only going to increase in this time.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, which is the armies of the other nations, and gather yourselves together round about thither to cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh thy power. Joel 3, verse 12, it says, let the heathen be awakened, come up into the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there I will sit and judge all the heathen round about, which is the armies of the other nations. Joel chapter 3, verse 13. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come ye down, for the press is full, and the fast overflow, for the wickedness is great. The prophet Joel 3, verse 14. Multitudes and multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near in the valley of decision.
Right. Second will pass, behold, third will coming quickly. Armageddon, Armageddon one. Heavenly Father's getting closer and closer to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Yahweh's decision, Yahweh Shabbat.
Joel 3, verse 15. It says, the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw from their shining. Joel 3, verse 16. It says, the Lord Yahweh shall roar out of Zion to Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake. But the Lord Yahweh shall be the hope of his people, and the strength of the children of Israel. Joel 3, verse 17.
This is prophet Joel 3 verse 17. So shall ye know that I am the Lord Yahweh, dwelling in Zion, to Zion, my holy mountain. Then shall Jerusalem be holy, and there shall no strangers pass through her any more. Joel 3 verse 18. 441 call Hawaii Abashimashak. Joel 3 verse 18. And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains of Israel shall drop down a new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers shall, it says, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with the waters, and the fountain shall come forth out of the house of the Lord Yahweh, and shall waters the valley of Shittim. The prophet Joel 3 verse 19. It said, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. It says, for the violence against the children of Judah. It said, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. Even though Jerusalem is a people for us a place, but that definitely been occurring though. Joel 3 verse 20. But Judah shall dwell forever in Jerusalem for generations to generations. This is Joel chapter 3 verse 21. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Lord Yahweh will dwell in Zion. Then I'm going to get into that Isaiah, then I'm going to close it out. The prophet Isaiah 11 verse 10. It says, in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for the ensign of the people. Till it shall Gentiles see, and its work shall be glorious. The prophet Isaiah 11 verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord Yahweh shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Syria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and Haman, from the islands of the sea. The prophet Isaiah 11 verse 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. The prophet Isaiah 11 verse 13. It says, the envy also of Ephraim shall depart,
and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. The prophet Isaiah 11, verse 14. And they shall fly upon the shoulders of the Philistines towards the west, and they shall spoil them of the east together, and they shall lay their hand upon Edom and Moab, and the children of Ammon shall obey them. The prophet Isaiah 11, verse 15. The Lord Yahweh shall utterly destroy the tongue of the Egyptian sea. With his mighty wind shall he shake his hand over the rivers, and shall smite it even the seven springs to make men go over dry shore. The prophet Isaiah 11, verse 16. And there shall be a highway for the remnant of his people, which shall be a land from Assyria, like as it was to Israel in the day that he came up out of the land of Egypt.
444 called Allah Yahweh Shem Shah. So with that, hopefully this live camp lesson was edifying through the spirit of grace and mercy of Yahweh Yahshua. And round two out here on the Highways and Hedges, the chief place of concourse, downtown Chicago, on this May the 21st, 2024, on this Tuesday afternoon. Yahweh Yahshua for giving us an increasing opportunity, opportunity chance to come out and do so. And Barak Thumb to the eldest Rahakim Mahakwa, and I say Shalom. So with that, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to say Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. In the Heavenly Father, the true name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, Bahashem, in the name of Mashiach Yahushua. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, the Lashwan Kadas, the Holy Tongue. And I say Barak Thumb to the elders, Wahaki and Wahakwaf. And until the next time, I will say Kwam Yasharallah and Shalom.